Hello, it's Amanda Miller here. That's me. I wanted to share something that I've learned about branding now, which is kind of cool. So when you think about the word branding, originally where it kind of came from was from cattle ranchers, people who raised livestock. They took that hot poker and placed it on the backside somewhere on their cows or their horses in some cases to make their mark. So if their livestock were out someplace and someone were to see them, they would see their mark and they would know that it belonged to them, which is kind of an interesting way to look at that. When you know that, when you think about your own brand, that's your mark. That's you leaving your mark on the world, and that's how people see you. So when you think about branding, we all have one now. You are your brand, and that was actually shared with me by a really, really wise woman who is has her own business, has created her own online magazine. I mean, super, super neat lady. And it really kind of resonated with me that in this day and age of all of the social media and all of the online resources, you have YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and Flickr and Snapchat and all of these other opportunities to reach out and connect with the world. Every time you do, you are adding to your brand. That is who you are. That's how the world sees you. So that's something you need to think about when you are posting things. How do you want the world to see you? When people see something of yours, what's the brand that they're going to see? And this is actually really important for everybody. You have kids in high school who are posting things. Guys, this is how your colleges are going to see you, your potential employers, your potential work colleagues, people that maybe you want to invest in you. That's how they're going to see you. However you put yourself out online, that's your brand. That becomes who you are in the public forum. If you're a business person, everything you post adds to your brand. And we can see this in big businesses when you have big companies that when people find out that they've said something against a certain group, that colors their brand. Some of the things that come to mind is Chick-fil-A. A couple years ago, that was like a big deal. Actually, I think it was just last year. Everything you say, everything you post adds to your brand. So when you're kind of going out today, when you're posting things online, when you're creating videos, when you're creating content, just remember that you need to kind of go about it in a thoughtful way. Because sometimes we do. I mean, all of us stick our feet in our mouth at times, and sometimes we say things off the cuff, which we're human. That happens. Just be aware that everything that you put out becomes who you are in the eyes of everyone else. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted you guys to think about that because I see a lot of things out in the world that I go, wow, is that really how they want to be seen? And then on the other hand, I see people post things that make me think, wow, I want to be more like them, or I want to be close to them, or I want to work with what they're working on because they're so inspiring, or they're so positive, or they just do something that gets me excited because of what they share. So what kind of brand are you putting out into the world? Think about it. Have a good one.